Hari Om, Chapter 2, Summing Up of Sankhya Yoga. Even though we have seen the explanation verse by verse, summing up of that Chapter 2, I feel it is necessary. Hence, I am giving the summing up of Sankhya Yoga today. Arjuna was in terrible confusion and surrendered to Lord Krishna, prayed to him to accept him as his disciple and teach him that knowledge which will give him Shreyas. Lord Krishna decided to clear the confusion of Arjuna by giving him that knowledge. First, Lord Krishna talked about the immutable self. Self is indestructible, all-pervading, eternal, unborn, changeless, and ancient. Bodies die, but not the self. Bodies are thrown out as worn out shirts. New bodies are acquired by the self. Self cannot be destroyed by natural forces or man-made instruments. Self cannot be destroyed by weapons, fire, air, or water. Born is gone, and gone is born. That is life. Hence, a man of wisdom never grieves on the death of any person. Second, Lord Krishna spoke about Swadharma. Arjuna, being a warrior or an army man, should not refuse to do his duty. Even if Arjuna fights and dies in the battle, he will go to heaven. If he fails to do his duty, he will incur only sin. Moreover, even the enemy commanders, who till date had a great respect for Arjuna for his valor, and also the weakest soldier in their army, will laugh at him, that is Arjuna, as a person who ran away from the battle. No one will think or speak that Arjuna left the battlefield because of his compassion towards others. For a person of his stature, death is far better than shame. Third, Lord Krishna advised Arjuna on Buddhi Yoga, which is otherwise known as Karma Yoga. Lord Krishna says, success in any field is assured by single pointed concentration. If there is no single point concentration, no success. Fourth, Lord Krishna said, everyone has a right to work, but not to the fruits of that work. The motive for work should not be on the fruits of that work. Concentrate on the work itself. If the means are perfect, the end, that is, success, is automatic. Fifth, Lord Krishna hates laziness, idleness. You should not run away from your work, saying some reason, some stupid reason. Lord Krishna wants everyone to work. Inaction is prohibited. Sixth, everyone must perform action. While performing action, attachment should be abandoned. Balance of mind should be maintained in success and failure. Evenness of mind in success and failure, that itself is yoga. Seventh, skill in action itself is yoga. Skill in action must be in accordance with dharma. That is yoga. Otherwise, even an intelligent thief will think that his work is yoga. Arjuna at this stage poses a question to Lord Krishna, asking Lord Krishna to tell him who is a man of steady wisdom. Lord Krishna says, a man of steady wisdom completely casts off his desires and satisfies with himself. He is free from attachment, fear, and anger. He is the same in pleasure and pain. He never longs for any objects of pleasure. Lord Krishna gave the example of a tortoise. Like a tortoise, which on apprehending danger withdraws all its limbs, A man of wisdom withdraws his senses from the sense objects. Even if a person is able to control his senses from the sense objects, there could still be attachment from the mind. External attachment can be controlled, but not the attachment of the mind. This will also go away when he sees the self, that is, param drishtva nivartate. This mind attachment on sense objects will also go when it gets attached to Lord Krishna, that is the supreme pleasure, or one who understands the impermanency of the sense objects of this world. Lord Krishna explained how a man gets destroyed. It starts with thinking on the sense objects. It develops into attachment for those sense objects. From attachment, desire is born. Whoever stands between the desired object and the person desiring the object becomes the target of anger. Anger leads to delusion. Delusion leads to loss of memory. Loss of memory leads to loss of discriminative capacity of the mind. The man gets completely destroyed. Hence, a self-controlled man can only attain peace. He must control his thinking. Lord Krishna wonders, if there is no peace of mind for a person, then where is the question of happiness for him? Peace of mind and happiness go together. Lord Krishna cautions to be very careful about the senses. If the senses are not controlled, then it will be like a boat in the stormy sea without a captain, which will be carried away by the wind at its whims and fancies and finally gets destroyed. A man of wisdom is a person who has completely restrained his senses from the sense objects. Lord Krishna says, that which is day for the common man is night for a man of wisdom, and that which is night for the common man is a day for the man of wisdom. By this, Lord Krishna says, a man of wisdom is awake to the reality or truth, that is Sat, and is asleep to the unreality, that is Asat. Lord Krishna finally gives the example of ocean and says that waters continuously enter the ocean from all sides, but ocean remains the same. Similarly, desire for sense objects may enter the mind of the man, may enter the mind of the man of wisdom, but his peace cannot be disturbed by any means by those sense objects. This person is said to have attained the Brahmic state, and this state can be attained even at the final stages of one's life. For those who ask, can I attain this state, this Brahmic state? Is it possible for me? After all, I am an ordinary person. The answer is, it is perfectly possible. The moment you read or hear or just want to read, internally you have a feeling, I want to read or hear Bhagavad Gita. That itself is sufficient. That means you have taken the first step. Further steps will be taken care of by Lord Krishna. Like a 1-year-old baby holding on to the little finger of his or her grandfather and boldly walks without fear of falling, we will also hold on to Lord Krishna's finger and walk on the path without fear of failure. Next chapter is Karma Yoga. We will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana